All right. Welcome all to Studio Van Pilates mat roller class on July 22nd, 55 minutes. As always, please take care of yourself. If you have any injuries or limitations, I'll be providing some modifications and variations that may or may not work for you. If it does, great, use them. If they don't, move on. Either bring in your favorite modification or do a different movement, or maybe just take a break. So all options are on the table if you need to do that. So we are gonna start lying down. We have the roller, but we're not gonna use the roller right away, but we will use it in a second. So you can just place it to the side. And then you're gonna lie down on your side. I'm gonna lie down on my left side, so my right leg will be up. You can bend this bottom arm. You might even prop up the head a little bit. If you prop up the head, it gets a little crunchy on the side. So if you can find a nice long length of the side of the waist. The legs will be somewhat in this fetal type of position. It's almost like you're gonna take a nap. You're not really, because we're gonna do Pilates, but we're gonna get our body prepared for that. So you can bring this top leg up, just in line with the hip. And you're gonna bend that top leg back, so really flexing the knee. And then hold on to the ankle or top of the foot if you can. And then you're gonna pull the leg back. So the knee is gonna go back in line with the hip. And you're gonna tone the glute and press your pubic bone forward. So there shouldn't be a crease in hip. You're trying to lessen that. This is like if I were to do a bridge, we're trying to open up the front of the hip, similar thing, but we're actually stretching out the front of the leg, the quad. Then you're gonna release that gently, kick it forward just to get some of that release out. Swing the leg back, bend the leg, hold on to the ankle at the top of the foot. Again, pull the leg back, tone the glute, press your pubic bone forward. You're not trying to arch the back, you're just trying to get the front of the hip open, and then release the leg, kick it forward, and swing it back. So last week we did hugging the knee into the chest. We were stretching out the back of the body glute area. Release and kick it forward. This time we're stretching on the front of the leg, in the front of the pelvis. And again, squeeze the belly, tone the glute. Now, can you roll the shoulder open? That's an additional component of this, and kick the leg forward, and then swing the leg back, and again, you're gonna reach and hold on. Again, you're not trying to turn the leg in or turn it out, trying to keep it fairly parallel. This is your last one. We're just gonna hold this one for a moment longer, opening up the chest. Again, roll the shoulder open. Then release the leg, kick it forward. Then you can just bring the leg back down if you need to pound out the glute or the front of the quad. You can do that. And then you're gonna go ahead and switch around the other side. So I'm gonna swing around. Hopefully you have room for that. Again, this bottom arm will be long. You can always bend the elbow if you need to. Crook, make a pillow for your head. And then knees will be bent, somewhat fetal position, nothing too technical yet. And then this top leg's gonna come up in line with the hip, and then you're gonna kick this leg back, bending that back leg, and hold on to the ankle of the top of the foot. Again, you're gonna open up the hip, roll that shoulder open, tone the glute, press your pubic forward, skew the belly in, so you're stretching on the front of the quad. Again, not trying to drop the knee down or open it up, trying to keep the leg in line, so that'll really get the center of the thigh stretch. Release the leg forward, kick it forward gently, and then you're gonna bend it back, hold on, and reach the pubic bone forward, roll the shoulder open. Use the strength of your arm within reason to help open up that quad. Release, kick it forward, and then reach it back, bend, and hold on. Tone the glutes, press your pubic bone forward, roll that chest open. And then you're gonna kick it forward. Then reach it back, holding onto the top of the foot or the ankle. Tone the glutes, scoop the belly in, roll the shoulder open. You got this one more time. Release it, kick it, and then kick it back. This time we're gonna hold for a moment. So again, finding that parallel line, roll the shoulder open. Breathe. And then you're gonna gently release it, kick it forward, just release that. Bend the leg, and if you need to pound out that glute, you can do that. Okay, all right. So now we are gonna get on that roller. So you're gonna find that roller in the center of your mat, lengthwise. Yeah. Give you a moment to climb down on that roller. No graceful way of doing it, usually. Okay. Yeah, and before we start with alignment and breath, I just want to open up the chest. So on this roller, we'll have a little bit more opening possibilities. So if this becomes too much, you can just opt out of it, come back on the floor, or do the same thing. All right, so you're gonna reach the arms up towards the ceiling, palms face inward. And then at the elbow, just bend the elbow. So the forearms are now parallel to the ground. You can imagine this is like a a dictionary if this were the width of a book. So the width of the book doesn't change. It's a hardback dictionary. If it were a paperback, you could probably press it a little bit. Hardbacks, you really can't. Remember those? All right. So you're going to open up, right, the chest. You might dip down below the line of your shoulder. That's fine. And bring the arms right back up. And again, you're going to open, find the stretch that works for you. You may not go very far. That's fine. And coming right back up. And this can feel pretty intense in the back of the body as well. So if you need to make it less range of motion, feel free to do that. And coming up. And this is nice on this roller because you get more range of motion possibilities rather than just being stopped by the floor or the mat. Yeah. Because we're elevated, we can open up the chest a little bit deeper, perhaps, if it works. Mm-hmm. And then opening up. And close. Next one, we're going to hold open. Yeah. There's a temptation here to let the elbows drop down and the palms face forward. So can you rotate the elbows up so the forearms are possibly parallel to the ground? And then from here, take a deep inhale, and here, exhale, turn your head to the right. So keeping the gaze to the right, you're allowing your left side of the chest, left side of the neck just to open up here. Breathe to that side. Mm-hmm. Then bring the gaze back up towards the ceiling. Inhaling here, exhale, turn your head to the left. Keeping the gaze to the left, you're opening up the rest of the neck, rest of the chest, breathe to that side. And deep inhale in here, exhale, drive the gaze back up towards the ceiling. Now pause here, bring the arms up so you can come out of that shape for a moment. We're gonna go right back to that shape. So as you go back to that shape, these forearms are gonna come forward, but it's coming from the upper arm. So you're gonna rotate the upper arm so the forearms come forward and the palms come forward like flaps. And then you're gonna open them up. You're gonna flap them forward like mud flaps in a truck that flap back and forth. But you have control of these, so you're moving forward and back. So you can stick with that. That just might be enough. Next thing, we're just gonna, if you can, you're gonna alternate sides. So one arm goes forward, one arm goes back. That might be coordinationally like, oh, this does not work today. Just go back to both working in the same direction. Otherwise, you're gonna try to do like this funky robot type of action. Just moving through the shoulders here. Open them up. And you're gonna find both arms open and then arms close to that book shape again. Reach the arms up and then down by your side. All right, so now we're just gonna work on alignment, breath, and centering. Yeah, we got things a little bit more open, a little bit more mobile. So think about your thigh bones pointing straight at the hip sockets. Heels in line with the sits bones, feet are pointing straight ahead, so functional parallel position with the feet and the legs. Center of the tailbone is connected to the roller, back bottom ribs is well connected to the roller. Pelvis is parallel to the ground, so you're not overly flattening the back, nor overly arcing it. So finding that neutral spine, neutral pelvis, recreating the natural curves to the back of the body. And then from here, see if you just find the weight into the feet. So pinky toe, big toe, and heel should have pretty much equal weight to both sides there. And then thinking about the weight to the palms, possibly the forearm. So that weight might reside more into the pinky or more into the thumb, depending how open your shoulders are. And then thinking about the center of the skull, back center of the skull, being connected to that roller. So the chin is not pointing up towards the ceiling or dipping down towards the chest too much. The chin is somewhat parallel to the alignment of the knees or the thighs. And then if you can, relax your throat, forehead, jaw, and shoulders for a moment, taking the breath to release that. And then start to take the inhales to the sides and the backs of the ribs. Then as you exhale, you sink the belly, draw the navel in towards the spine, sink the belly up and in, engaging those abdominals without moving the spine and the pelvis. Inhaling again to the sides and the back. And then exhale, sink the belly, draw the navel in, lightly engage those abdominals, keeping the spine and the pelvis stable. Inhaling again to the sides and the back. And then exhale, sink the belly, draw the navel in, lightly engage those abdominals. Inhaling again to the sides and the back. And then accessing the belly, draw the navel in, lightly engage those abdominals. You got this one more time for me, please. Inhaling again to the sides and the back. And then accessing the belly, draw the navel in, lightly engage those abdominals. Next inhale, just shrug the shoulders up the ears in a shoulder shrug. Exhale, you'll slide the shoulder blades down the back of the body. Inhale the shoulders up. Exhale, slide them down, short side here. Inhale the shoulders up. Exhale, slide them down. One more time, inhale the shoulders up. Exhale, slide them down. Now take a deep inhale in here. Exhale, float both arms up towards the ceiling. Rotate the palms to face inward. Fingertips just reside over the shoulders. Arms are long and in parallel. On the inhale, you're gonna reach both fingertips of each arm up towards the ceiling, lifting the shoulder blades up and away from the mat. Exhale, melt the shoulder blades right back down. Inhale, fingertips up towards the ceiling, lifting the shoulder blades up and away from the mat. And exhale, melt them right back down. Inhale the fingertips up. And then exhale, melt them back down. Inhale the fingertips up. And exhale, melt them back down. Inhale the fingertips up. Exhale, melt them back down. Now pause. From here, you're gonna reach the right arm up only. Right arm reaches up, leave it there. Left arm reaches up, leave it there. Right arm melts down, and then left arm melts down. Starting with the left now, left arm floats up. Right arm floats up, left arm melts, right arm melts. Back to the right. Right arm up, left arm up, right arm melts, left arm melts, back to left, left arm up. Right arm up, left arm melts, right arm melts. Now rotate your palms to face forward, slightly different today. Take this left hand, right arm is up, left hand to the bottom of the ribs. So the heel of the hand is on one side of the ribs and the fingers reach up to the other side. So not the center or the top, but more towards the bottom. I want you to focus on keeping the ribs dropping down. So it's tempting to let the ribs float up, and sometimes with both arms are up, you can't really feel this. So on the exhale, feel those ribs drop, reach the arm back. And then inhale the arm right back up. Then exhale, reaching that arm back. Any amount while keeping those ribs dropping down. It may not be very big, that's fine. Inhale the arm right back up. And then exhale, arm reaches back. Inhale right back up. Exhale, right arm reaches back, shoulder down, ribs dropping. Inhale right back up. We got this one more time. Exhale, reaching the arm back as the ribs drop. Inhale that arm right back up. Pause, keep that right arm up for a moment, left arm floats up, and then the right arm comes down to the bottom of the rib cage. So the heel they hang onto one side of the ribs and the fingers reach over to the other. Exhale, feel those ribs drop, and then reach that left arm back, shoulder down. Inhale right back up. And then exhale, drop the ribs through the belly, left arm reaches back, shoulder down away from the ear. And just notice where it can go today. Inhale right back up, it may not go very far. Exhale, ribs drop, reach the arm back, especially with this hand here on the ribs. Inhale right back up. This might feel different today. And then exhale, reaching that arm back. Inhale right back up. Do that for me one more time. Exhale, reaching that arm back. Inhale right back up, and then you'll pause. From here, both arms split up. Now that right arm meets the left. Now send both arms back. Now you don't have the hand onto your ribs, but can you still imagine something cueing those ribs dropping down? Inhale the arms right back up, an imaginary hand perhaps. Exhale, reaching both arms back. Inhale right back up. And then exhale, reaching the arms back. Inhale right back up. Exhale, reaching the arms back. Inhale right back up. You got this for me one more time, please. Exhale, reaching the arms back. Inhale the arms right back up, and then exhale, both arms can come forward and down into the mat by your side. All right, so from here, you'll take a deep inhale in here. Exhale, you'll scoop the belly, draw the right leg to tabletop position. So you're standing strong to that left foot. Try not to let the left knee open up. Yeah, so keep that weight of the foot connected to the floor. Exhale, place that right foot back down. Inhale in. Exhale, now left leg floats up, standing strong to that right foot. Try not to let the right knee open up. Inhale to hold. Exhale, place the foot back down. Inhale in here. Exhale, scoop the belly. Right leg floats up, standing strong to the left foot. Inhale to hold. And then exhale, place the foot back down. Inhale in here. Exhale, scoop the belly. Now left leg floats up. Inhale to hold. And then exhale, place the foot back down. All right. So take a deep inhale in here. Exhale, you're going to scoop the belly, draw the right leg to tabletop. And I want you to leave the right leg there. So from here, you're going to turn the right leg out. So the knee is going to go outward a little bit. So you might feel like you're going to rock to one side. Try to stay in the center. And then we'll do a toe tap with that right toe. So you're going to reach the toes down and come right back up in this turnout position. Right? You're not trying to cross over to the side. The leg just travels down and up in line with that hip in this turnout position. Exhale, toe tap down. We stay on that same side. Inhale right back up. Now it's tempting to open up that left knee to counterbalance, to try to keep the left knee in line. Exhale, toe tap down. bring it back up. So the turnout may not feel very big because the other leg's not turning out, right? And then bring it right back up. We'll pause, bring the leg back to tabletop, foot goes back down. Exhale, left leg floats up in parallel, and then you turn the leg out. So when that happens, usually that right leg's gonna wanna open up. So can you keep that right leg where it is? Just turn one side out, left leg, and then exhale, toe tap down, and inhale right back up. Exhale, toe tap down, inhale back up. Exhale, toe tap down, scoop the belly. Stay on that same side, inhale right back up. Exhale, toe tap down. Inhale back up. You got this one more time, please. Exhale, toe tap down. Inhale back up, pause. Leg comes back to that parallel position. Place the foot back down. Take a moment. If you got out of alignment, reestablish that there. From here, you'll take a deep inhale and exhale, draw the right leg to tabletop and pull the leg there. Inhale in here, exhale, left leg floats up to meet the right leg, squeeze the knees together, ankles together. Find neutral if that's available. Otherwise, imprint your spine if you need to. Jump up on the feet, nothing too unusual here. Exhale, send toes and thigh bones forward, just 3 inches in front. Inhale right back in. Exhale, send toes and thigh bones forward, scoop the belly, inhale right back in. Exhale, send toes and thigh bones forward. Inhale back in. Exhale, send toes and thigh bones forward. Inhale back in, now pause, flex the feet. Exhale, externally rotate legs to the side, so froggy position. Now opposite action of that, knees go together, lower legs separate, internal rotation. Exhale, externally rotate the legs. And then inhale, internally rotate legs. Exhale, externally rotate legs. Inhale, internally rotate legs. Exhale, externally rotate legs. Inhale, internally rotate legs. Bring legs back to tabletop. Now extend both legs up toward the ceiling, any amount. Bend the legs back to tabletop. Extend both legs up. Bring them back to tabletop. Extend both legs up. Bring them back to tabletop. And extend both legs up. Bring them back to tabletop. Now pause. Exhale, right toe taps down towards the mat. Inhale, right back up, try to change the bend of the leg. Exhale, left toe taps down. Inhale, back up. Exhale, right toe taps. Inhale up. Exhale, left toe taps. Inhale up. Now flex the feet. Right heel taps down. If you need to go back to pointed feet, totally fine. Inhale, back up. Exhale, left heel taps down. Inhale, back up. Exhale, right heel taps down. Scoop the belly. Back up. Exhale, left heel. And back up. Last set. Right heel taps down. And up. Left heel taps down. And back up. Pause. Right foot goes all the way back down. Left foot goes all the way back down. Thank God. Take a moment. Right. Roll yourself out. Stay on the roller though. Don't come off. All right. From here, take a deep inhale in here. Exhale, float the right arm up towards the ceiling, palms in the face forward. Yeah. Inhale in here. Exhale, left leg to tabletop. Now, if you want, you can connect the left elbow to mat, then left arm off the mat, or leave that forearm down for more support. Deep inhale in here, exhaling an arm and leg away from each other. Inhale right back in. Exhale an arm and leg away. Inhale back in. Exhale an arm and leg away. Inhale in. Exhale an arm and leg away. Inhale in. One more time, please. Exhale an arm and leg away. Inhale back in. Now pause. Exhale, send the left leg up toward the ceiling any amount. Exhale an arm back, leg just forward and down. Inhale right back up. Stabilize. Exhale an arm and leg away. Inhale back up. Exhale an arm and leg away. Inhale up. Keep those ribs dropping down. Exhale an arm and leg away. Stand strong to that right foot. Inhale back up. Pause. The leg comes back to tabletop. Foot goes back down. That forearm is up. Place it down, and the right arm can come back down. Deep inhale in here. Exhale. Float the left arm up. Inhale in here. Exhale. Right leg to tabletop. If you want, you can connect that right elbow to mat, and the right forearm off the mat, or leave it down if you need it. Deep inhale in here. Exhale. Send arm back, leg just forward and away. Inhale back in. Exhale. Send arm and leg away. Inhale in. Exhale. Send arm and leg away. Inhale in. Exhale and arm and leg away. Inhale in. One more time. Exhale and arm and leg away. Inhale back in. Now, right leg extends up toward the ceiling. Keep the right leg as long as you can. Exhale and arm back, leg just forward and down. Scoop the belly in. Inhale right back up. Stand strong to that left foot. Exhale and arm and leg away. Drop those ribs. Inhale right back up. Find the control. Exhale and arm and leg away. Inhale back up. Exhale and arm and leg away. Inhale up. Last one. Exhale and arm and leg away. Inhale right back up. Pause. Leg comes back to tabletop. Foot goes back down. Arm comes down. And then forearm as well. All right. From here, interlace your fingers. Place the palms behind the skull. And just point the elbows slightly toward the ceiling so you can see them in your peripheral vision. So nothing too narrow, nothing too wide. Just something reasonable. Pelvis is stable. and in neutral. Deep inhale in here, exhale, you'll nod the head around the spine up to abdominal curl, looking towards your thighs, your knees. Inhale to hold, and then exhale, run yourself right back down. Inhale in here, exhale, nod the head around the spine up to your abdominal curl, thighs, your knees, or belly, hopefully not ceiling. Inhale in here, exhale, run yourself right back down. Inhale in here, exhale again, nod the head around the spine up abdominal curl. Inhale to hold, and then exhale, run yourself right back down. Inhale in here, exhale again, nod the head around the spine up abdominal curl. Inhale to hold, exhale, run yourself right back down. Inhale in here, exhale again, nod the head around the spine up abdominal curl. Inhale to hold, and then exhale, run yourself right back down. Here we go, take a deep inhale in here. Exhale, nod the head around the spine up abdominal curl. Pause, now you're gonna take this right hand, release it from the back of the skull, reach the right arm over to the left side of the body. You've got 2 pulses up. 1, 2, pause. This arm goes through the center line of legs. It's still up. Here we go, 2, 1, 2. Now the arm goes to the outside of that right thigh. Here we go, pulse it up. 1, 2. Arm goes back to the left, cross it over. 1, 2, center. 1, 2, right. 1, 2, cross it over. 1, 2, center. 1, 2, right. 1, 2, pause, hand goes back behind the skull. Don't roll down. Left hand releases, cross it over the right side of the body. Here we go, 2 pulses up. 1, 2, arm to the center. 1, 2, arm to the left. 1, 2, back to the right. 1, 2, center. 1, 2, left. 1, 2, right. 1, 2, center. 1, 2, left. 1, 2, hand behind the skull. Pause. Deep inhale in here. Exhale, roll up 1 or 2 more inches. Round yourself right back down. Arms can go back on the mat by your side. Take a moment to breathe. And we'll just do a short set here. Simply float both arms up toward the ceiling. Keep the head down. Palms can face forward or inward. I'll leave that up to you, right? Take a deep inhale in here. Exhale. You're either going to lift the right heel off the mat or the entire foot. Try to find your tabletop position. Remember, toe taps are always there if you need them. Inhale in here. Exhale, place the heel or the foot all the way back down. One side might be different than the other, so another option might work or variation. So take a deep inhale here. Either that left heel's gonna float up, or maybe that left leg floats up to tabletop. Inhale in here, exhale, place the foot back down. We got 1 more time each side. Exhale, your right heel floats up or right leg floats to tabletop. We'll hold whatever position you're in for a moment longer. And then place the foot back down. Inhale in here, exhale, scoop the belly, and now left heel floats up or left leg. And we'll hold for a little bit longer. Maybe. And gently place that foot back down. Arms can come back down onto the mat, thank God. You can go ahead and rock back and forth in the roller. Head goes one way, hips go the other way. Small rocks back and forth will be more reintegration of the spine, the side-to-side motion. Bigger rocks back and forth, you want to open up your arms and legs a little bit so you can catch yourself from side to side, and you'll get more massage in the glute and upper back area. Head goes the opposite direction where the hips are going, so you just don't find yourself back on the mat too quick. All right, and then you're gonna find yourself back to the center of your roller, and then using your arms and legs to help you roll off. You're gonna roll off to one side of the roller, using your arms and legs to help you come off. You're gonna send that roller to the side for a moment. Hug the knees into your chest. I'm getting a sip of water. Allergy medication sucking the moisture from my mouth, so that'll probably happen a bit today. Okay, just find the knees into the chest. Breathing here for a moment. You might do circles, you might pedal your knees. Yeah, find what works. Then placing your feet back down to the mat, you're gonna find that roller again, and the roller is gonna go between the knees for our small bridges. So a roller goes more to the fleshy part of the inner thighs rather than the knee joint, right? Because it'll be harder to hold it there. It'll start to pivot a little bit, so you get some flesh, a little bit more surface area. Again, somewhat center of the roller so it doesn't teeter-totter too much. It's gonna teeter-totter a little bit, and that's fine. Working those inner thighs, you can give it a slight little inward pressure. You're not trying to crack it in half. You're just trying to keep it there, yeah? Arms down by your side. Deep inhale in here, exhale, and sink the belly so deeply that you imprint the lower back onto the mat using the strength of the abdominals. Try not to use the quads or the glutes here. And if your lower back doesn't disconnect from the mat, or connects to the mat, that's fine if it's slightly disconnected. That's okay. Inhale on here, exhale, release it back down to a neutral position. Each of us have a different shape to our lower spine. Some of us have shallower curves, some of us have deeper curves. So deeper curves, you may not find the imprint sensation is easy, that's fine. Deep inhale on here, exhale again, sink the belly, tilt the pupil, in from the lower back the best you can, which may or may not connect to the mat. Inhale in here, exhale, release it back down to a neutral position. Inhale in here, exhale again, sink the belly, tilt the pupil, in front of your spine, any amount for you. Inhale to hold it, and then exhale, release it back down to neutral. Again, trying to not use the quads or the glutes, so the abdominals you're using, you're creating this shape mostly. Inhale in here, exhale again, sink the belly, tilt the pupil, in for the lower back. So it's gonna feel different. So hopefully more deeper connection to those abdominals. Inhale in here, exhale, release it back down to a neutral position. Inhale in here, exhale again, sink the belly, tilt the pupil, in for the lower back. Inhale in here, exhale, release it back down to neutral. Here we go. Do a deep inhale in here, exhale again, sink the belly, tilt the pupil, in for the lower back and pause. Now you're going to engage the glutes, sort of to peel the tailbone away from that and start to float yourself up just a small baby bridge. So that bridge height, we're approximately fist height from the mat to the tailbone, approximately, yeah? Inhale in here, exhale, round yourself right back down only through the back of the body. So the booty will be disconnected. Hopefully the lower back will be disconnected. Depends on the length of the spine. Yeah, deep inhale in here, exhale again, scoot the belly, curl the tailbone, float yourself up. And if you have a bigger booty shelf, you may not be able to get your fist underneath to your tailbone, that's fine. Inhale in here, exhale, soften and round yourself right back down, rolling all the way back down. Inhale in here, exhale again, sink the belly, tilt the pupil, and engage your glutes to float yourself up, bridge it up, wherever that is for you. So baby bridge, still slight crease in the front of the hips here. Inhale in here, exhale, soften around yourself right back down, reestablishing your back to neutral position. Inhale in here, exhale again, sink the belly, tilt the pupil, and engage your glutes to flow yourself up to that bridge. Now I want you to pause to hold here. Cup of hot tea, you can spill one drop to each side, small range of motion. On the exhale, you're gonna dip the right hip down towards the mat. Little slope, inhale that hip back up. It's just a drop of tea. Exhale, left hip dips down. Inhale, right back up. Exhale, right hip dips down. Inhale up, exhale, left hip dips down. Inhale up, exhale, right hip dips down. Inhale up, exhale, left hip dips down. Inhale up, last set, right hip dips, and up, left hip dips, and up. Pause, round yourself all the way down. Finding neutral. Now, I'm gonna float both arms up toward the ceiling, palms face inward, and connect the palms and fingers together, right? So temptation here is either to allow the hands to slide, which we don't want, or one elbow to bend, right? So we want to try to keep the arms long and the fingers and thumbs and palms very much connected and even. So the heel of the hand resides somewhat over the center of the sternum, so it's not too far overhead or too far forward. Luckily, this roller will start the arms from going too far forward. From here, you'll take a deep inhale in here, exhale, scoop the belly, curl the tailbone, float yourself up to that same height bridge. Now we move the pelvis, we're gonna move the torso. So the arms are gonna go to the right, head goes to the right, left shoulder blade comes off mat, come back to center. So it may not be very big and that's fine. Arms to the left, head left, pelvis stable. Try not to shift those hands, come back to center. So keep the fingertips nice and even. And then arms to the right, head to the right, pelvis is stable, come back to center. Arms to the left, head to the left, pelvis stable, come back to center. One more set. Arms to the right, head to the right, and center, really working those obliques. Arms to the left, head to the left, come back to center. Also working those hamstrings and glutes, yeah? Inhale here, exhale, round yourself all the way back down, rolling through, all the way back down. Okay, before we move on, I'm gonna take this out. I'm gonna give you a moment to hug your knees into your chest, but take this out for a moment, and then I want you to point it up toward the ceiling. Now, you're gonna experiment here because when we move, I wanna make sure that you don't hit anything. I just want you to reach your arms back just a little bit. Hopefully you won't hit anything, and bring the arms right back up. Arms reach back and bring up. Find the range of motion that works for you. I might be moving my arms bigger. I have a little bit more depth here, but I'm not gonna go all the way down to the ground. So that's not what I want you to do. I just want you to find a little swing back and forth of the arms. Remember that. All right, so go ahead and place that roller to the side for a moment. Hug the knees into the chest. Yeah. All right. And watch out for any pets too. Don't knock your pets out with that roller as we start to swing it around. Okay, so lower back is imprinted, hands on top of the shins, right below the knees. Release your legs to tabletop and don't lose your imprinted spine. Interlace your fingers, place the palms behind the skull, point the elbows slightly forward. Here we go. Take a deep inhale in here. Exhale, you're gonna nod the head, run spine up to bone curl. Inhale to round yourself back down. And again, exhale, round yourself up, abdominal curl. Inhale to round back down. Exhale, round up, abdominal curl. Inhale to round down. Exhale, round up, abdominal curl. Inhale to round down. Exhale, round up, abdominal curl. Extend the legs, but flex the feet. Inhale to round back down, bend the legs back in. You can point your feet if you like. Exhale, round up and extend the legs, but flex those feet. I want those flex. It'll be important later. Inhale to round back down. And again, exhale, round up and flex. Inhale to round down. Exhale, round up and flex those feet. Inhale to round down. Exhale, round up and flex. Inhale to round down. One more time. Exhale, round up and flex. Inhale to round down. Hug those knees into your chest. You're like, Wayne, this is such a short set. Don't worry, there's more fun coming. All right, so let's take a little experiment. So take this roller into your hands, wherever that is for you. Imprint your spine, legs float up towards the ceiling. I want you to flex your feet. I want you to place the roller between your ankles. So it's not gonna be totally in between the knees. It's gonna be slightly out, right? And it might swing a little bit, that's fine. I just want you to be able to grab it. Okay. Now that you have it, take your roller into your hands, bend your knees for a moment. Extend the arms slightly back. I want you to roll yourself up and extend the legs. Catch the roller between your ankles. Roll yourself down. Come right back up. Grab the roller. Take the roller. Keep the legs long. Reach the roller back only a certain amount for you. Roll up. Catch the roller between the ankles. Roll yourself down. And roll up. Catch the roller. Roll back. Any amount. Roll up between the ankles, roll down. Roll up, catch, bring it back. You got one more set. Roll up, catch, roll back. Roll, take the roller, bend the knees, roll yourself down. Don't worry, we have another set. They're like, that was nothing. Or other people might be like, I'm done. Is it 1:30? All right, so take the roller back into your hands. When you touch the roller between your ankles, you leave it there. Remember, if this is too much, just opt out of it. Place the roller to the side, no big deal. Roller into the hands, legs to tabletop, extend the legs up towards the ceiling. Roll up to your abdominal curl. Catch the roller between your ankles. Interlace your fingers, place the palms behind the skull. Similar, reach that right arm, cross it over up to the left foot. 8 pulses up, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 to the center. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 to the right. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 center. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 hand behind the skull. Left hand releases up to the right foot for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 center. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 left. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 center. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 hand behind the skull. Smile. Round yourself down. Woo, take that roller, place it to the side. You're like, oh my gosh. Maybe full collapse works. Good. Where did that come from? It came out of left field. Oh my God, I just used a sports reference. That's so unusual for me. Okay. All right, you can hug the knees into your chest, inside of your ankles. Maybe allow your knees to open up to butterfly. Maybe you're just taking a full collapse, just trying to get your energy and focus back. All are great options, so do what feels good and reasonable. As you're finding your breath and energy and focus back, we're moving under the 100 so feet can be flat. We want to level up from there, legs to tabletop. We want to level up from there. You wait for my cue. I'm going to give that cue to round yourself up, and then you can extend your legs at an angle that works best for you and your body. I'll leave that up to you. You can follow along. I'll be starting with my feet flat, and I'll be moving through different positions, and you might just move on and like, this is the position for me. You might just do a few options, that's fine. You might even just take a break. So arms up toward the ceiling, lots of options. So take a deep inhale in here, exhale. You'll nod the head, round the spine up to your bell curl, press those arms down. Here, get a pump and breathe those arms in. 2, 3, 4, 5, and X2. On in 2, 3, 4, 5, and X2. On in 2, 3, 4, 5, and X2, 3, 4, 5, and into. On 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 X2, 3, 4, 5, and pause. Take a deep inhale in here. Exhale, roll up 2 more inches from the abdominals, not the neck, chin, or shoulders. Inhale in here. Exhale, all the way out. Scoop the belly in. Round yourself down and smile. Look from side to side. Maybe butterfly the legs. Maybe rock and roll a little bit. Find what works today. With your knees into your chest, if they're not there, bring them in. Hands go behind the thighs. Lower legs relax and folded. So try to keep the lower legs from kicking out the best you can. So the out of the equation, elbows are wide. Deep inhale in here, exhale, you'll nod the head. Send the thigh bones away and start to roll yourself up to your seated position. You might find that you need a little rock and roll to come up. That's fine. Same nice and tall, reach the arms forward. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale, scoop the belly, curl the tail, and roll yourself down, rolling through. Hands can go behind the thighs or not. All the way down. Draw the knees back into the chest. Hands behind the thighs, elbows are wide. Deep inhale in here. Exhale, you'll nod the head. Send the thigh bones away. Start to roll yourself up. And stacking up nice and tall, reach the arms forward. Inhale in here, exhale, scoop, curl, round yourself down, rolling through. Remember, hands can go behind the thighs, walking down like rungs of a ladder. Desist yourself all the way down. Draw the knees back into the chest, hands behind the thighs again. Deep inhale in here, exhale. Nod the head, send the thigh bones away, start to roll yourself up. Sitting up nice and tall, reach your arms forward and lengthen the spine on the inhale. You exhale, round yourself down, rolling through. Hands behind the thighs or not. Good. Now draw the knees back in the chest. We got 3 more. Your choice to keep the hands behind the thighs, or if you want to look extra challenge, place the hands on front or top of the shins, right below the knees. Deep inhale in here, exhale. Nod the head, so the thigh bones away, and start to roll yourself up to your seated position, sitting up nice and tall, shoulders float down the back. Now it changes here. We stay up for a moment. Butterfly your legs open. Yeah. And exhale, round yourself down, rolling through. So legs are butterflied open. You'll see why we'll be doing that later on, all the way down. Once you're down, legs come back to parallel, hug the knees into your chest, hands on top of the shins, right below the knees. Deep inhale in here, exhale, nod the head, so the thigh bones away. Roll yourself up, keeping the bends in the elbows. Rotate your knees open, reach the arms forward. Exhale, scoop, curl, round yourself down, rolling through. Curl the tailbone. Hands can still go behind the thighs and walk down if you need them. Legs back to parallel, draw the knees into the chest, hands on top of the shins, right below the knees. Deep inhale in here. Exhale, nod ahead. Send the thigh bones away. Start to roll your stuff up. Sitting up nice and tall. Rotate those legs open, reach the arms forward. Exhale, round yourself down, rolling through. Remember, you can always go back to parallel if that works better for you today. Knees back into the chest. In parallel, inhale in here, exhale. Nod the head, round the spine, or round yourself up. And sit up nice and tall. Now, we're changing gears again. You're gonna open up your legs to that butterfly position. That may or may not work for you. That's fine. You can always go back to parallel. But if you can, leave your legs to butterfly, reach the arms forward. Deep inhale in here, lengthen the spine, exhale, scoop, curl, roll yourself back just halfway. And one shape, twist everything to the right. Arms and torso come back to center. Twist to left. Back to center. Now it's tempting to let the knees to rock back and forth. Try not to let the knees do that. Exhale, roll back 1 inch. Pow. Twist to the left. It's true. And center. Twist to the right. And center. You guessed it. Roll back 1 inch. Twist to the right. Center. Your twist may not be that big. Twist to the left. Center. Roll back 1 inch. Now, twist to the left. What? And center. Twist to the right. And center. Pause. Round yourself all the way down. Ugh. Lengthen up those legs, arms reach overhead. Oh my God, breathe for a moment. Okay. If you want to hug those knees into your chest, you can. And then you're gonna find this roller. Hands go to the outside of the roller, float the arms up toward the ceiling, lower back is imprinted. Right knee to the chest, follow by the left knee as well. Both knees are in. Exhale, round yourself up to your abdominal curl. Keep the right knee in the chest, left leg stretches out long. Inhale in here, and switch sides. Inhale, and switching sides. Exhale, and exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Right knee in, left leg out. Hold. Extra bonus round. Arms back and up, back and up, back, up, back. Pause. Switch legs. Back, up, back, up, back, up, back. Pause both knees in. Roll yourself down. Break here. Breathe. Hands to the outside of that roller, flip the arms up toward the ceiling, lower back imprints. Right knee to the chest, left leg follows. Both knees in. Exhale, gonna round yourself up to the abdominal curl. Extend both legs up toward the ceiling. Any amount, right leg drops down, could be super small. Inhale the leg right back up. Exhale, left leg drops down. Bring it back up. Right leg drops and up. Left leg and up. Right leg up. Left leg up. Right leg up. Left leg up. Pause. Bend the elbows, send it up. Bend the elbows, stand it up. Bend the elbows, send it up. Elbows wide and up. Elbows wide and up. Elbows wide, up. Roll yourself down. Little break. Breathe. All right. Hands to the outside of that roller. Float the arms up towards the ceiling. Right knee at the chest, followed by the left knee. Both legs are in, lower back imprints. Roll yourself up to your abdominal curl. Keep the right knee in, left leg stretches out. Left armpit draws for the right knee. Inhale in here, switching sides. Armpit towards knee, inhale, switching sides. Exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale. Exhale, switch and hold for the inhale. Hold for the exhale, hold for the inhale, hold for the exhale, switch. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold. Inhale, hold, and switch. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold. Inhale, hold, exhale, switch. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold. Inhale, hold, exhale, hug those knees in. Roll yourself down. Look right, look left. Yeah, don't lose that roller. We'll come back to it in a second. All right, so you can use this roller. If you feel like it might be too much, just opt out of it. We got one transition. So if you opt out of the roller, you're just gonna place the roller to the side. You're gonna hug the knees in, hands behind the thighs, or on top of the shins and roll up. If you're gonna keep the roller, lengthen out the legs in front of you, flex the feet. They're in parallel, zip those inner thighs together, float the arms up toward the ceiling. Roller reaches back, any amount, keeping the ribs dropping down. So don't let the ribs pop up. Bring the arms up on the inhale, exhale, nod the head, round the spine, round yourself all the way up, and sit up nice and tall. So we've done this before. We're gonna have the legs slightly open, a little bit wider than the hips, not your full straddle though. Roller's gonna be approximately around the lower knee, right below the knee, not on top of the leg, but I have long arms so I can do that. You might need to be on the knees and that's fine as long as you're not pressing down to the knees. Legs are in parallel and flex the feet. Arms are nice and long. You can only go so far with this roller because your feet will stop it and that's fine. You're gonna take a deep inhale in here, actually gonna hollow forward, walk the roller forward, maybe to your feet or maybe just before it, and then roll it right back, walking yourself right back up to an upright. Fixed spine stretch forward, arms are a little bit lower than I would do in just a traditional mat. Exhale, hollow over, the lower back goes back, not behind the sit bones as you round the torso forward. Use the belly, inhale to stack up nice and tall. And again, exhale, hollow over, walking that roller forward. And stacking up nice and tall. And hollow forward. And stacking up. And hollow forward. And stacking up. Now you're gonna hollow forward, rolling forward. Pause and hold. Breathe. Keep weighting to those hands. And stacking up. And again, one more time, rolling forward, hollow forward. Hold and pause. Press down those hands slightly. Keep that shape. Can you place that roller to the side? With that shape, can you grab hold of your ankles, shins, calves, or thighs? We'll need that soon. And release. All right, good. So we're gonna place this roller to the side. Make sure it's out of the way. So we're gonna do a little rock and roll. So you just wanna make sure that it's out of the way. So to prep for that, I'll give you an option. So just scoot yourself forward to the front of your mat. We've done this before. So you're gonna place the hands, we've done it with the roller. We're gonna opt out of the roller today. But hands behind the thighs, right? And you're gonna roll back behind your sit bones so your lower legs come off and your feet come off. So it's dangled, right? So when you roll back, you wanna roll back onto your shoulder blade and not your head. That's your thoracic shaft or your neck. So smooth control, elbows are wide. You're gonna inhale to roll back onto your shoulder blades. Exhale, come up. Stop the movement with your breath, if you can. Inhale to roll back. Exhale, come up. Stop the movement with your breath. Inhale to roll back. Exhale, come up. Stop the movement with your breath. If this is not happening, you can do a few more. You can do abdominal curls. You can go back to any of those fives. Yeah, you can even do cat and cow. One more time. Inhale to roll back. Exhale, coming up, and pause. Right. Now, you might just stick with that. You might blame, that's awesome. I'm just gonna do that. Next one, we butterfly those legs open. Hands go to the ankles. Grab hold of those ankles. We did seal a while back, but the hands on top, not underneath the ankles. Roll back behind the sit bones. Yeah, so find that balance. You're gonna lengthen the right leg up, follow the left leg. So both legs are up. You might need to place your hands behind your calves or even bend your knees slightly behind your thighs. That's fine. You're gonna roll back onto your shoulder blades. Exhale, come right back up. Pause with that breath. Yeah, try not to lose the ankle grip. Inhale to roll back. Open leg rocker. Exhale, come right back up. Pause. Try not to throw the head back. Inhale to roll back. Smooth control. Exhale, up. Inhale to roll back. Exhale, up. Inhale to roll back. Exhale, up. Last one. Inhale to roll back, thank God. Exhale, up. Pause. One leg bends in, other leg bends in, lengthen the legs, reach the arms up, flat back forward, round over. Oh my God. Shake out those arms and legs if you need. And then you're gonna stack up nice and tall. You're gonna slide this roller underneath your knees. Feet will be flat. And just roll yourself down. Oh my God. Okay. All right, so we are gonna move on to full bridges. So remember, roller might be too much today. You're like, Blaine, you killed me today. I can't do it. So it's okay. Just place it to the side. Just do the same shapes with your feet onto the mat. Otherwise, you're gonna place a roller underneath the arches of your feet. Your option is gonna keep the arms down. The other option is to flip the arms up toward the ceiling. That takes away the base of support. When the arms don't have bigger base of support, it might provide you a little bit more stability. So up to you. Remember, when we do bridges, you're either gonna articulate up or you're gonna flat back up, whatever works best for you and your body. Here we go, deep inhale in here. Exhale, scoop, curl, roll yourself up for flat back up. Just find the opening of the hips, find the bridge that works for you, knees, hips, and shoulders in one long diagonal line, hopefully. Inhale in here, exhale, coming right back down, either articulated or flat. Whatever the case, reestablish yourself back to neutral. Everyone, inhale in here, exhale, sink the belly, tilt the pubic bone. Engage your glutes. Now you float yourself up to your preferred bridge. Inhale in here, exhale, soften the sternum and the rib cage, run yourself right back down or flat back down, your preferred way. Inhale in here, exhale, sink the belly, curl the tailbone, engage your glutes, float up to your preferred bridge. Knees, hips, and shoulders in one long diagonal line. Inhale in here, exhale, come down in your preferred way. Neutral. Inhale in here, exhale again, sink the belly, tilt the pubic bone, in with the lower back. Float yourself up, preferred bridge. Pause and hold, hips are level and even. Deep inhale in here, exhale, right leg floats up to tabletop. Inhale that foot back down. Exhale, left leg floats up. Inhale, back down. Exhale, right leg floats up. Inhale, back down. Exhale, left leg floats up. Inhale, back down, last set, right leg floats up. Inhale down, exhale, left leg floats up. Inhale down, pause, round yourself all the way down, or flat back down. All right, here we go. Inhale in here, exhale again. Scoop the belly, curl the tailbone, float yourself up, bridge it up. Now, deep inhale in here, exhale, right leg to tabletop, extend that right leg up. Very simple today. You're gonna flex the foot down to the hip extending left leg, point the foot up. Flex the foot down, 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 point the foot up. Last one, flex the foot down, point the foot up, pause. Leg comes back to tabletop, foot goes back down. Float the hips up higher. Left leg to tabletop, extend the left leg up. Flex the foot down to the high standing right leg and point the foot up. Flex the foot down, 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 point the foot up, pause, bring the leg back to tabletop. Foot goes down, float up a little bit higher. We stay here, we're gonna roll down just about 2 inches. We got 8 pulses moderately up, and 8, 7, use your glutes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 8, quick, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 8, moderate, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 8, quick, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. Come down in your preferred way. Lengthen out those legs. Arms can drop down if they were up. Internal, external rotation might work out here. Maybe rocking, rolling the calves out. Maybe going all the way back to the thighs, rocking them out. Find what works today. Wherever you're at, you're gonna find that roller at the backs of the ankles. Again, if this is too much, just opt out. Reach the arms up toward the ceiling, arms reach back. You can always draw the knees into your chest and roll up instead. One transition here, reach the arms up on the inhale, nod the head, around the spine, around yourself up to hollow up and over. Okay, so we're gonna let our legs go off that roller. You're gonna transition the roller so that you're gonna be on your belly, yeah? So hands today, right now, to the outside of that roller. Arms are long, legs will be long behind you, okay? So you could wrap your fingers around if you have a wide enough palm and finger grip to do that, or just try to press a little bit into that roller so it doesn't get away from you. From here, all I want you to do is have your legs turned out, separated or not, that's up to you. Tone the glutes, press your bone into mat, lift the belly up and in. Now, hold here, keep your arms connected to the mat, take a deep inhale in here, exhale. All I want you to do is put your head and upper spine up. So similar to what we've done with your arms on top of the roller, but now the hands to the outside. You're not trying to pull the roller in though. Inhale in here, exhale, coming right back down. We got that 2 more times. Inhale in here, exhale again, and float the head and upper spine up. Shoulders down. Inhale in here, exhale, coming right back down. Inhale in here, exhale again, float the head and upper spine up. Inhale in here, exhale, coming right back down. Now, take a deep inhale in here, exhale, gently float both lower legs off the mat. Inhale the legs right back down. Do that again. Exhale, float both lower legs off the mat. Inhale to round back down. Exhale, both lower legs float off the mat. Inhale to round back down. Now pause. Keep the head down, keep the torso down, keep the legs down. Any amount for you. Float both arms with this roller up and away from the mat. May not be very high, place it back down. Both arms float up and away. That's the only thing that's moving. It's just the arms and coming right back down. Torso is stable. Arms float up and away and back down. So you've guessed it. Here we go. Head, torso, arms float up and away. As the head, torso comes back down, legs float up. As the legs go back down, head, torso, arms float up. As that comes back down, legs float up. Head, torso, arms float up as the legs go down. Everything comes right back down as the legs float up. Head, torso, arms, legs go down, and everything comes right down. Pause here, just rock back and forth for a moment. Okay, so either you're gonna float the head and upper spine up, hold this here. That's one option. Or you're gonna keep your torso out of it, keep everything down. Or you're gonna float the head and upper spine up with the arms up as well. So I'm gonna leave that up to you. Pick your position. You can always change your mind, right? You can always bleed between each version. So I'm gonna float the head and upper spine up with my arms up. I'm gonna float the lower legs off the mat. Here we go. I'm gonna start to swim the legs from the glutes and the thighs and swim. And swim, and swim, and swim, and swim. Shoulders wide and down the back as I swim, and swim. And keep breathing as I swim, and swim, and swim, and swim, and swim. Pelvis stable as I swim, and 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 swim. Keep breathing as you swim, and swim. And swim, 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 relax, everything back down. Press your step back to a child's pose. You can use the roller or not, that's a choice. Hands on top of the roller or not. Little moment here. Deep inhale in here, exhale, you're gonna start to roll the roller back towards you, roll yourself up. Okay, so we are gonna move on to the final exercise of the day is plank. So you can either clasp your hands, make a fist, wrap one hand over, two fists. We are gonna go for this tripod type of shape here. Instead of usually you do forearms in parallel. So, because we're gonna use the roller. Roller can be very sensitive to some forearms. So if it's not working for you, do the same thing on the mat, yeah? So find the roller in front of you. And I wanna make sure that you're clasping here because it'll activate the muscles of the forearms. That'll give you some support, just enough hopefully. All right. Curl those toes under, knees are down for now. Very simply, just lift the lower legs and knees off the mat. One leg goes out, other leg goes out. Pause here. We're gonna rock back and forth for 8 times in the ankles and the toes. And here we go in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Right leg goes out, left leg goes out. Right leg in, left leg in. Right, left, right in, left in. Right out, left out. Right in, left in, and pause. Rock back and forth for 4. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Start with the left. Left out, right out. Left in, right in. Left out, right out. Left in, right in. Left out, right out. Left in, right in. Last one, right out, left out, right out. Left in, right in. Pause and hold for 5. And 4. And 3, 2, 1. Don't give up. End strong. Hold here. End strong. Gently place those knees right back down. Find yourself back to child's pose. Toes together, knees apart. Reach the arms long. Either use the roller or not. Your choice. Cat pose can also be a great option. Seated pose can be another option if you like. Wherever you're at, deep inhale in here. Exhale, walk your hands over to the right. So you're stretching out, opening up the left side of the waist, left side of the ribs. If you're in child's pose, aiming that left booty down towards the left heel. Inhale in here, exhale, walk the hands back to the center. Inhale and exhale, walk the hands over to the left, opening up the right side of the waist, right side of the ribs. Breathe into that side. Aiming that left, right sits bone, booty down towards the right heel. Walk the hands back to the center line. Find a couple breaths here. Take a deep inhale in here. Exhale, start to walk the roller back towards your knees, either sitting on your knees or sitting onto your heels, whatever works best for you and your body. Find your upright position here. Shoulders float down the back, chin becomes parallel to the ground. Inhale to the sides and the back to the ribs. As you exhale, you'll draw the navel up and in, elongating the spine, tune the crown of the head through the ceiling, getting nice and tall in your upright position. And you are done for the day. All right, guys, good job. I come back if you have any questions. I'm here. Remember, you have to unmute yourself. I can't unmute you.
Thanks.
All right. You're welcome. You're welcome.
I liked the new stuff today. That was exciting.
Oh, excellent. Good. Yay. Excited and terrified all at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right, guys.